Hello everybody, bonjour mes amis. Je suis un peu en retard, mais je sais pas si vous autres ont toutes eu une perte d'électricité aujourd'hui, mais ça, puis un rendez-vous, puis tout ça, puis ça me fait complètement une journée où j'ai fait rien, mais trop. Donc, tout en même temps. Hi, Suzanne. So, my friends, so nice to see everybody here on a kind of gloomy Monday. It did look like there might be some sun this morning, but instead we ended up with a gloomy Monday. But what I can do is I'm going to talk to you or show you a few product kind of demos. It's not, I mean, they're not going to be huge demos. I'm just going to show you what some of the products look like open. So that'll be the watercolors, the pop pigments. That'll be some of the neon paste from Lisa Horton. That will be her new inks. But we are missing 5 colors, which are due to arrive tomorrow. Donc, de les 10 couleurs de Lisa Horton, les nouveaux encres, il nous manque 5 couleurs, mais ils vont arriver demain. Non. Et les pop pigments, je veux faire une recommande aujourd'hui. Donc, ça, c'est mon but pour aujourd'hui. Donc, s'il y en a des unes que vous voulez, c'est un bon temps de envoyer un courriel pour lequel que tu le veux parce qu'il nous manque plein de les kits. All right, so I am hoping to, or I am definitely placing a pop pigment order today because we are out of color shift. We are out of neutral. We're out of a lot of them. We're out of most of them. Hello, Marie-Claude. So, hi, Antonia. So, I definitely want to go through those with you quickly. I'm also going to show you one new line from Doodlebug Designs. And then I'm just going to quickly talk to you about some of the newer products that we haven't had a second to play with. So, first things first, I'm going to show you this, which is the newest, one of the newest lines from Doodlebug. It is called Be Happy. And yes, bee as in bzzz. Hi, Helen, as in a bumblebee. So here we go. This is the Be Happy line. On l'a reçu, allô Nathalie, allô Colette. On l'a reçu seulement en collection, okay? You get 2 papers of each, which is probably why we're seeing the back of this one. So very, very cute. Voila. So it is an adorable line. That one is a little hard on the eyes, I must say. This one isn't. Love this. Hi, Nat. This one is the floral with the bumblebees on the back side. So ça c'est le verso de l'autre. And then we've got this one, which is yellow. Okay, so you're not seeing a good... Okay, there's the yellow. Donc c'est vraiment un beau jaune. Et on a le plaid. So with the the yellow with black polka dots. Ça, c'est des bordures, des tags, et des 4x4. So you've got borders, tags, 4x4s, and polka dots. Then we've got some flowers. Oh, did I mention to hang on till the end because we have a surprise sale? Since we don't have a lot of product to show you, we decided, why not do a sale? I know. Why not, right? Surprise! All right, so this is the Be Happy line from Doodlebug. Ça vient aussi avec un page de collant. So it comes also with this page of stickers. So you have borders, you have words, you have frames. You've got all sorts of cuties. You've got bees, you've got bears. Bees and bears and honeycombs.
Oh my.
Oh my. And then, of course, there's always the petite print. Donc, il fait ça toujours. C'est une il veut pas faire les unis pour matcher leur collection. Donc, eux autres, ils font des petits prints. Et comme vous voyez, sont des jaunes, les couleurs de la collection. Allô, Caro? So, c'est toujours les couleurs de la collection. So, you've got that as well. So, beautiful, beautiful collection here. So, there's that. So, those are two different pieces, the Be Happy and then the Be Happy Petite Prince. Il fait maintenant, au lieu d'un 6 par 6, ils ont commencé, ça c'est la première fois, ils ont commencé avec des 6 par 8. Ils ont trouvé que c'est un format plus populaire. So they have found that it is a more popular format. So this is the 6 by 8. And again, you'll have the same pages in there. Les mêmes pages que je viens de vous montrer, sauf peut-être il met une grosse page de 6 par 8 qui est un peu différent. All right? So we've got that. So beautiful, beautiful 6 by 8 pad. Après ça, les icon stickers. Donc ceux-là, il y a deux petits mots dessus. On a le mot flowers. Puis on a un petit qui dit honey. OK? Donc, la balance est toute juste des éléments. All right? So, those are element stickers. Then, these are shaker cards, but I thought they were really adorable. Adorables, les petites abeilles, les fleurs, puis tout ça. Donc, even if you're not thinking of the collection, if you like doing shaker cards, these are great elements for any spring, summer shaker cards. Okay, so really, really good. Next, we've got the shape sprinkles. Okay, les shape sprinkles. Donc, ceux-là, ça s'appelle Nature's Honey. Et c'est des champignons, des petits fleurs. Et ceux-là, c'est toutes les abeilles et des petits cœurs. Oh, des petits fleurs aussi. So, these two, hello Michelle, these two. And then we've got the cutest little shaker pop. I mean, how cute is this? Love it. Really adorable. So, we've got a cute little shaker pop. And then we just have their doodle pops. Donc, ceux-là, la grosse, c'est un collant, puis les abeilles, c'est deux autres collants. So, they are just called doodle pops. This one is called Beautiful Garden. Beautiful Garden. And then we have this one. And this one is called Be Happy. Okay? So that is the new line from Doodlebug. Now, we will talk about the neon pastes in 1 minute. Okay, I know Erin was pulling up samples for you. These are Lisa Horton pastes. I am going to open one and run it through a stencil for you guys to see. I just have to decide which color. But Erin was pulling up some beautiful samples. So we'll talk about those in a minute. I wanted to show you, I needed to open this on Friday, okay? Vendredi soir, j'ai dit, moi je veux savoir à quoi ça a l'air le tampon d'encre qui s'appelle Color Shift, okay? So, that's what it looks like. They're very juicy, okay? It's a juicy pad. And here's what I did. Premièrement, j'ai pris mon brosse, mon pinceau avec des poils. C'est ça que j'ai utilisé. Puis j'ai fait un ovale au centre. Okay? So, do you see the different colors in there? Premièrement, le vert, il a fait un ovale en vert avec un halo de jaune. Je ne sais pas d'où ils ont trouvé le jaune, mais tu vois le halo en jaune. Mais quand je le bouge, tu vois le bleu aussi. So it is a color shift, just like those watercolors that you purchased in Color Shift. So you can see that there are two colors to this pad. All right. Then I made the same, okay, oublie les briques pour une minute. J'ai fait le même ovale sur du noir. Okay. And I said, okay, encore, je vois le changement de couleur, mais ça a l'air tellement nuageux. Donc, qu'est-ce qui arrive si je prends un pochoir? Donc, j'ai pris maintenant un pochoir de briques, puis un petit peu plus d'encre, puis j'ai fait mon pochoir par-dessus. Et tout de suite, vous voyez que j'ai encore de jaune, j'ai encore du vert, et j'ai encore du bleu. So you can see that again, we got yellow, we got green, we got blue. When I took my brick stencil on top of the oval I had already done. I loved that it still stood out on top, so I was pleased with that. But then I said, what about this kind of cloudy oval that I have on the black side, on the black cardstock? So I did it on top of there. And again, you can see as I move the card, we definitely get different looks, right? But then I said, okay, si je veux juste voir avec le pochoir, mais sans l'ovale, what do I get? And then I loved it. Okay, so here I was like, yeah, maybe, okay, peut-être. But then when I did just the stenciling, then I really, really loved it. Okay, so I'm good. Thank you. So you can see that it changes colors all depending on where it hits the lights. Okay, so I give them a thumbs up. I really was pleased with the result. I did like using a brush. I didn't try it with a sponge. Je l'ai pas essayé avec une mousse ou une éponge. J'ai fait seulement avec le pinceau. I'm very interested to open a second color, and I'm not sure which one yet. So when I go to my desk to show you, I will have picked a different color. Aaron and Jay can tell me which one, and I will do that. So once I did that, I said, you know, I have these beautiful pop pigment colors at my desk. How come I haven't tried them yet? So, ça c'est le charte de couleurs de toutes les 24 couleurs que j'ai ici. Okay? So here's the color chart of the 24 colors that you see here. All right? Voila. So, I decided I took the red and the yellow, ainsi ces deux couleurs-là, le rouge puis le jaune. Puis j'ai enlevé le continent, puis j'ai mis un push-push d'eau dessus, puis j'ai pris, avec un pinceau encore, j'ai pris le rouge. Et c'est là que j'ai eu le rouge. Puis j'ai fait la demi de la page en rouge. Après ça, j'ai pris le jaune, puis j'ai fait le demi de la page en jaune. Où les deux ont joindre, where the two met up, they made me a beautiful orange. So I did the red on top, I did the yellow on bottom, and where they met, I got this beautiful orange, okay? Now, I used the Arden Creek little book, and I was like, I don't even know if this is made for watercolor, okay? It is not watercolor paper. Le papier est pas fait pour aquarelle, mais j'ai mis une bonne quantité d'eau, puis ça a bien resté assez plat. I was very pleased with the results on that. Aaron, could you grab me one of those books up front, the Arden ones? I was very pleased with that. So I found it a nice size to do testing. And then, of course, I had to clean my brush. Donc, j'ai mis un petit peu d'eau sur mon tapis. Puis, j'ai nettoyé mon pinceau avec le rouge dans une section d'eau. Puis, j'ai nettoyé celle avec de jaune dans la deuxième section d'eau. Puis, après, j'ai pris la décision d'ajouter juste un petit peu de couleur et en fait un spatter. Donc, j'ai fait le spatter en rouge. So, I did the red spatter. I did yellow. Tu peux voir qu'il y a un peu de jaune et orange. Now, très important, quand vous voulez faire un spatter, si vous voulez que vos couleurs restent pures, vous voulez sécher la base avant de faire ton spatter. So you want to dry the bottom layer before you splatter, okay? So if that's dry, then you could see that my red stayed as a spatter and didn't just blend into the background, okay? And my red actually looked red on yellow because it was dry. If I had not dried this, my red would have immediately turned orange, okay? So that's what you need to do. If you're going to do even another layer of spatter, I would dry it again, sèche-le, avant de faire une autre couche. Et c'est comme ça qu'on peut travailler avec des aquarelles en couche, okay? That is the only way to work in layers with watercolors. Because otherwise, they do have, what's the best way to? They are going to always reactivate each other. Or they're going to change color, or they're going to turn into a big lump of brown. So if you take the time to dry them in between, si vous les sèchez étape par étape, vous avez beaucoup plus de chances de réussir un bon résultat avec vos aquarelles. Okay? So you can do so much more with them if you dry them in between. Okay? So I use the pop pigments, and I will tell you, sont tellement pigmentés. C'était difficile d'enlever toute la rouge de mon pinceau. OK? Ça m'a pris quelques minutes d'enlever le rouge. La deuxième page que j'ai faite ici, c'était l'eau salie sur mon tapis. J'ai seulement utilisé ça et encore, j'ai réussi plein de couleurs. So I told you I cleaned my brush in some water on my mat. I took what was left of that water and what was left in my actual brush, and you could see that I still ended up with plenty of pigment. Okay? So these are very, very pigmented. Ça a l'air que j'ai rien touché de eux autres, sauf qu'il y a un peu de rouge sur mon jaune. So this will last you a long time. Bonjour Manon. Ça va durer longtemps. This will last you a long time. Here's the little journal I chose to try. So they did make it a nice thick blank pages, stitch binding. They really wanted you to be able to do mixed media on here, and I was pleasantly surprised by the result in using the amount of water I did. Donc, j'ai bien aimé ça. C'était une bonne surprise. Just to remind you, celles qui sont en rupture de stock, c'est les Caraïbes que je vais recommander. Les neutres, je pense qu'on a une. Oui, on a une. Les fluos, on a une qui reste. Le dark side aussi, on a une qui reste. Et ceux-là sont opaques. These are opaque.
And color changing.
And color shift, which is harder to see on the camera, but they are color shift. Terre et mer, we have a couple. The metallic, ceux-là sont métalliques, mais plus transparents. On a un ou deux. Ça, c'est les color shifts. Ça, c'est ceux-là qui vendent comme les petits pains chauds chaque fois que je les reçois. So these change colors. You can see that green goes purple, that orange goes pink. Donc, ça, c'est les vrais color shifts. Il m'en reste plus. Donc, je commande ça ce soir. Also, the minuit. We have none left, but I'm ordering these this evening. Again, so metallic. I love them on the black. On the white, we see more of the metallic color. Donc, on voit argent qui sort plus sur le blanc. Mais sur le noir, sont vraiment incroyables. Et il l'air opaque, mais je sais pas si c'est juste parce que sont des couleurs riches. Et il nous reste plus, je pense, de la Superstar. And these are also color shift, mais transparent. Okay? So you can see that they're color shift, but these are transparent. So I will be reordering those this evening. All right. So I'm going to walk over to my desk. Jay, I want to open another color here. Which color? Does it matter?
Those two. One of those two.
Well, one of these two?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Veux-tu montrer?
Yes, I'm going to show the neon pastes, and
easier
Erin
to show
has
the
some samples. So these are neon pastes by Lisa Horton. We've gone through them. They are a glossy gel. C'est un pâte vibrant, et ça dit sont amusants et glacés, un gel de texture, parfait pour utiliser avec les pochoirs. Mais je vois que les designers de Lisa ont fait plusieurs choses avec ça. So you can see there where they actually colored their cardstock with these neon pastes. So how beautiful are those colors?
They go so well together.
They
too.
really do. They are gorgeous.
And also,
Hang on. Stay tuned. They glow in the dark, no way. Okay, so they also glow in the dark. Look at that. Boy, we needed to have a power failure to find that
that's
out.
cool.
Donc, ils ont utilisé avec un pochoir ici. Puis là, quand ils ont fermé les lumières, vous pouvez voir que sont... how do you say glow in the
I
dark?
can't remember.
I forget.
remember
They
from
told
when you
us
did
last
that video,
time. I
right?
know.
Here's another one where you can see it quite... No, wait, these are
Oh
just
yeah,
two
but
different ones.
those are beautiful.
But the colors mix so well together, and it's really...
Et même sur la carton, vous pouvez voir qu'ils sont néons. You can still see how neon they are, even on just the cardstock there. You can see how beautiful and bright. They do glow in the dark, Lucy.
It's
I
so
know,
fun.
I
Imagine
wouldn't
giving a
have known
card-
that.
Giving a card like that. Okay, here are three.
Okay, 3 last samples, and then we're going to go over to the desk. We got to pick a color here to open. And I know if I ask Ariel, she might say somewhere near the pink and purple. If I ask Odette, she's going to go for orange. So we're going to have... Donc, ceux-là sont toutes avec les couleurs et les pochoirs. Et tu vois, il n'était pas peur de mélanger les couleurs. So they weren't afraid to mix those colors together. Oh, Erin pulled up tons of
I
samples
got
here.
so many. Hold on.
So
Okay,
beautiful.
here's one where you can really see how each
Voilà.
of the colors.
Donc ça, c'est les 7 couleurs.
Mais,
Mauve, bleu, vert, jaune, orange, rose, puis un autre, fuchsia.
ça, c'est la dernière que je veux montrer parce qu'ils ont fait juste une fond avec un mélange de ça.
So there you have a beautiful background done with these.
Dégradé.
So they don't even look so neon as
know-
much
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Donc même tu peux les faire plus subtils.
It's just very...
All right. So I'm going to open this one. We're going to see what this looks like. Last ones, guys. Look how beautiful.
glow in the dark. Same thing.
So really, really, really nice. All right, we are going to open this. I'm going to show you a couple more colors of the pop pigments. We are going to also pick.
Guys, which one?
Erin, you're going to surprise us.
I'm going to surprise it. Well, I'm sure people will have requests.
All right.
Oh.
So.
Odette's.
I know Odette's.
Yeah.
Somebody lowered my chair. Who lowered my chair?
It might have been me.
It might have been you,
Might
right?
have been me. Want me to lift it?
It needs to be lifted. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to put you up on top.
Pendant que vous attendez, here, you can give me this. Pendant que
Yes.
vous attendez, j'ai partagé une très belle carte par Angela Welton. Who remembers that chickadee and those cherry blossoms de Elizabeth Crafts?
Oh, that chickadee just flies out of here.
Oui, mais notre thème de création pour la page création ce mois est les oiseaux et les couleurs bleues. Et je vais partager cette semaine des autres cartes. Mais j'ai trouvé ça très, très belle. Il y a aussi le sentiment that's got foiled there. Donc, merci beaucoup, Angela. Oh, we have a vote for blue.
Okay, we haven't done a blue in a while.
Let's
do a blue.
Odette gives us permission to use the pink.
Oh.
Because she doesn't need it.
Okay. So, let's get a few here. I'm going to get a palette knife. Give me 1 second. A palette knife. And then
Je vais montrer les couleurs encore. Donc, peut-être on va prendre le bleu. That one looks really nice. Pink, blue. Okay, maybe we'll do a pink and a blue then. Now, do we do blossom or cerise? Blossom looks kind of cool. Oui, je pense blossom, il y a un effet très cool. Va être beau ensemble. Okay.
All right, my dear. Can I have that back, please?
I suppose. Oh, we also had to vote for the malachite, the green one. The teal, anyway. But blue and pink were the first votes.
All right, guys. This is the mess that is my desk. And I think I've just enlarged it. So we should be good to go.
Quite a bit.
I zoomed out too much, you're saying?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Now you're good.
All right. So. All right. So, firstly, let's open this baby up. Where's my scissors? I know, guys.
Need some brushes? You have brushes?
I have some
What else
brushes.
you need? You need a stencil?
I have my stencils there. Okay. Unless there's a specific stencil you want me to use.
Any stencil is nice.
I'm going to take a nice big round brush and watercoloring. I like my round brushes, but they're hard to come by. Okay. All right. So, j'ouvre maintenant Lagoon Punch. We could talk a little bit about the sale that's coming. It was at the last minute, and it was even, I think, Jay's idea.
What it looks like when you open it.
I know. So, that is the color. Okay? So, whoops.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So, I am going to take a blender, and I am, ooh.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Look at all the colors. I don't even
You
see
can
the pink
see-
yet.
Yeah, you can see how many colors make up this. So I'm going to
You made it
go.
very juicy.
Yes, it's very juicy. So I'm going to go to a corner first. just to see. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful color.
That's a gorgeous color just on its own.
Le couleur est fantastique. So that is a gorgeous color. Do we see any purple in it?
It's like kind of. I see it, but.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's see what happens on the black. And then we'll try stencil, because that's what surprised me last time. All right, j'essaie la même chose maintenant sur le noir. Et oui, je trouve ça devient beaucoup plus nuageux. But here's where
You can see the pink now.
you can see that pinky purpley color on the black. Beaucoup plus. So you can see the difference in the color. But if you keep using this, si vous continuez à mettre cette couleur sur le blanc, si je continue, j'assume qu'on va voir plus de mauve dedans. Mais je ne sais pas s'il faut être foncé ou pâle. Moi, je vois le mauve, mais je ne pense pas sur l'écran. I don't think on the screen you'll be able to see the pinky purple as much. So, as much as we did with the green and the blue, right? Because these are much more muted colors. But you can see how juicy that ink pad is. Il est tellement juteux. So, it won't take long. I know it's not fun to watch somebody ink. So yeah, we're going to talk about the sale too. So we're doing a sale on two pretty popular companies. I guess they'd both be considered stamp companies, although they both sell other things. But I guess they'd be considered stamp companies. So there I've got the, whoops, I don't know if I'm in the camera. I can't tell. So, moi, je vois pas beaucoup le mauve, mais je vais faire avec un pochoir et aussi je vais ajouter de l'eau. Et des fois, ça change quand on ajoute de l'eau. So, I just want to finish my background on the black. Here, I see more of the two colors. Là, je vois plus les deux couleurs. Parce que je vois le vert et je vois le mauve ou le rose. So here I'm seeing a bit more of the two colors. Not sure if you guys can. See here what I'm seeing more of a golden color come out. So you can see it on the black. Can you see were you able to see anything on the full green one? Because I'm seeing like a yellowy gold come out. Est-ce que vous voyez un peu doré? It really is very different. So I am going to also, parce qu'il dit que sont bons pour utiliser avec de l'eau. Donc je vais aussi faire des gouttes d'eau. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'il fait. Oh, I'm liking that. Il fait pas beaucoup sur le noir. But I'm liking it here. And then, you see how nice it is on here? So really, they're different colors on the black and the green. And here's now where in the light you can see the difference. Do you see those water drops on there? So wait till you see this. Can you see all that? So now you're seeing all sorts of different color. So it's really quite different. So it's interesting. It's a very different kind of ink, mais tellement, tellement fun d'utiliser. Et il y a, comme j'ai dit, 5 autres couleurs. On n'a pas eu toutes les, comme il y a une jaune, il y en a des couleurs qui sont tellement, tellement jolies. Of course, we're not going to waste any of this, of course. So we're going to add some water to this. We're going to see what we get with that. Right? So we're going to do that. And I'm going to take, at this point, I'm going to take some watercolor cardstock and see what we get there.
Wow, they show up well after the water.
Yep, they do.
Oh yeah, people are seeing gold in it. We see gold in it?
Yes, we saw gold. Now, wow, I don't know where all that pink powder came from because that, I don't think that's all from the ink.
I think it is.
Maybe it is.
It is, because you didn't have anything on there.
I find that hard to believe.
I think it is. Where else would it be from?
I might have had some pink powder on here. I see pink.
I think you need to try it again.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Maintenant, Erin est curieuse. Elle veut savoir si le rose vient de l'encre ou si j'avais sur mon tapis déjà. So,
We're gonna have to try again.
we're going to do this. Je vais nettoyer tout ça, which kills me, but I will do it. But I think I had some pink powder here. Mais c'est possible. I think I might have still had some of that watercolor on my tapis.
Oh, maybe.
But I'm cleaning it up. On va voir. Because I see I'm even getting yellow. J'assume, j'espère que c'est nettoyé. And we will try one last time. I wanted to do a stencil over that, and I go to the brick just because I find a brick stencil you can always see. And it's so nice to see a brick stencil. So I'm going to do a brick over here again. I'm going to take a little bit of the ink and I'm going to do the brick. Where's my grip mat? So that my things don't move. This is a very juicy ink. I'm going to cover up my water spots this way somewhat. But l'encre est tellement juteux. Okay? Just to let you know. So you can see the bricks. Voila. And then I have bricks there. The other thing I did the other day, l'autre jour, j'ai mis de l'eau sur le pochoir, juste sur le pochoir, puis j'allais avec mon noir et j'ai ramassé la couleur dessus. I know I'm a little bit to the side of the camera, but I don't want to spoil all of that either. So I'm just picking up some of the color, and I love the opposite of the brick. And quand ça sèche, tu vas le voir les deux couleurs dedans. Certainement. Okay? So I love doing that too. When you go to clean your stencil, don't waste all the ink that's on there. Okay? Because you've got a ton of ink there that you can still use. And why waste it by just cleaning it in the lavabo? I'm going to pick up some here. And I'm going to pick up some down here. And look at that. Okay? So always, always think of that to clean your stencils. Okay? Those are just little tips, what I love to do. Okay?
Is this from it? Where the purple?
Yep.
Wow, now you really see that pink.
I know. That's when we saw the blue, when Lucy and I did it on Friday. Okay, so now we're going to try this again with a piece of watercolor paper. Now I shouldn't have any pink here on its own. So let's see, actually I'll use the same one. I'll just use the back side and let's see what we get. Okay. Just so we'll know. See, I don't see any pink now. Maybe a touch, but je vois pas beaucoup de rose. Donc je pense que c'était vraiment,
maybe.
I think it was just on my mat.
Yeah, because that pink looks a little different. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah. But you can see that pink and teal go beautiful together. So that is a gorgeous color. All right, so we've done that. So we see how those work. Where's the green one that I had open, Erin? The green and blue? Can I have that one, please? With my blender. So, just so that you do see this one. Again, on the black. And let's grab a different stencil. Easy. Here we go. This is a Tracy stencil. So, if I do this on the black, voila. We'll let that dry a minute.
Les autres couleurs que vous avez en stock maintenant?
You can show those.
Donc, Summer Sky est celui qui est ouvert maintenant. On a juste montré Lagoon Punch. On a aussi Lilac Meadow. Fruit Punch. Et Avocado Gold.
So that's going to definitely have gold in it.
Yeah. And the rest are on their way.
All right. So, you see, oh, I love this. I love that yellow that comes out of this one. It's like they don't even talk about the yellow, and there's yellow. I love that. So, that is this one, and I'll show you the reflection again in a moment. That was that one. I don't want to put the wrong cover on the wrong ink pad. Sont tellement juteux, puis vous pouvez mettre une par-dessus de l'autre. And then, as I showed you before, picking up that opposite is always, always a good thing. I'm going to use something a little bigger. It's not a watercolor though, so.
Which one is that one? The one being used right now is Summer Sky.
Okay, and that's what you get when you do the opposite. So it's just a great way to clean your stencils. And look, now my stencil's blue. So I took all the green out with the water, and now my stencil's blue. That's very funny. Huh. Okay.
Oh. Merci, Nathalie. We'll re-put them online.
Les encres Color Shift ne sont pas en ligne. On va les mettre.
On va les mettre
mais
maintenant.
Nathalie, demain, j'attends 5 autres. Puis j'aime faire peut-être un bundle pour les 10. Donc, si vous pensez d'être intéressé à toutes, peut-être attendre à demain. Sinon, c'est juste d'acheter un. Donc, il n'y a pas de problème. Prends-le tout de suite. So you can put them up. All right. So that was that. This was the Summer Sky. Now, I am not seeing a lot of blue in this one, like I did when I did my brick one. Okay? So I really think that it depends on the color, where the color's situated. But you can see the coverage is magnificent. And I love that yellow in there. I would take that yellow. I think it's stunning. Okay, so those are Lisa's Color Shift inks. Here now you can see the blue, the teal, and here on the black you can see the pinky purple now. You see? So as soon as I had put the water down, it really shifted that color. So you see the blue brick, and if you don't have a brick stencil, guys, you need a brick stencil in your stash. Tout le monde a besoin d'avoir un brick. Don't worry, Antonia will arrange it. Do you have the re-inkers? At the moment, she doesn't seem to have the or I shouldn't say she doesn't. We do not have the re-inkers available as of yet. Okay? So, voilà ceux-là. So there's that. I'm just going to put that aside. And now I just want to show you a few seconds of the paste. So did Erin open these for me? She did. Okay. So these are the colors you guys voted on. Okay. Now, I was listening to quelqu'un qui a parlé de quand vous avez ça par-dessus d'une pâte, si c'est possible de le laisser, c'est toujours mieux. Sinon, mettre le press and seal. But if ever you're able to peel this up and leave it on, they say it's just as good. Okay? Mais sinon, moi je suggère de prendre le peel and seal, press and seal, comme j'ai suggéré dans mes autres vidéos, et de mettre ça avant de mettre la couvert. And that way you have less chance of things drying up. Okay? So that is what the paste looks like inside. So we already learned that they are glow in the dark. So this I would always put on with a palette knife, okay? So let's see the consistency. So you see it's a nice texture gel consistency. C'est pas trop épais et ni ça va pas comme tout, it doesn't drip right off your palette knife. So it's un peu comme les stencil butters, crémeux, sauf plus glacé. And again, I'm going to take my friend Tracy's stencil, and let's take a beautiful piece of cardstock that I didn't just mess up, and I'm going to use this one because I am going to mix the colors. Okay? So I am going to use just a little bit of teal here, or green, whatever you want to call this. Le nom de cette couleur-là, c'est Glossy Gel. No. Malachite. And then I'm going to use some of the Blossom. Okay. Blossom. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my palette knife, just not to put all that teal into my pink. Look at this color, guys. Okay, so we're mixing in some of these colors. I have no problem doing that, and see what we end up with. So it is a thinner gel, et pas trop épais. Épaisse. So there's my pink. So that is Blossom. Now, oublie pas, a black light setting for. There you go. That's all you need, Karen, is just some black light so that you can see that it glows in the dark. And then we'll take the blue, which is Summer Sky.
So pretty. Would a like printer thin paper, like just printer paper, go through there and turn into a sticker?
Yeah, just very thin, so it's going to be a bit
More
flimsy.
flimsy.
Sorry, guys. Should have opened these beforehand, but with the day I had, I didn't have a chance. All right, so I'm taking some of that beautiful blue now, Summer Sky, which Lisa likes that name because she tends to use it on a bunch of her products. All right. Look at these colors and look at them together, overlapping, mixing, blending. We might get some purple because the blue's going over the pink. So now I don't care. I'm throwing all caution to the wind. Whatever color comes out, but I'm not going to put that back. Donc, quand vous mélangez les couleurs, vous voulez pas retourner la balance dans votre pot. So when you've already mixed all the colors, I know, Leah, you didn't want to like them, right? We don't want to like them. And then they are just so pretty. And then add Tracy's stencil to it and yum. So really, really nice. I'm hoping you guys can see that. I'm looking for a place to put the stencil down that doesn't get paint all over.
Should I turn all the lights off?
Yeah, right. We're going to turn off all the lights, scare the customers in the store, just so that we can show you how beautiful these
really like that
pastes
malachite.
are. Yeah, the malachite is very different. Okay, et ça va sécher, glacer. Okay. So I do see that it runs a little, but the malachite didn't. So I think it's how much I put on and how I went back and forth and back and forth. Tu vois que le malachite, il pas, let's say, expanded, mais les autres que j'ai continué à aller quelques fois dessus sont, they kind of spread a little. They got a little bit more fluid. But look how gorgeous that is. All right, so that is neon glossy gel.
You have to go to, they started saying go to the dark in the bathroom. And you can maybe see
you
it
guys,
glow.
yeah, but we need the camera, Erin.
Bring the phone. I just want to see if it...
I don't know if it's had enough light yet to glow.
Oh, no, it's glowing.
Erin says it's glowing.
Oh, it's glowing.
Hang on, guys.
We're gonna go dark
We're
for a
going in the
second.
bathroom, guys. We're going dark. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my God. It glows, guys. It glows. Wow. Now, when you send it, you have to send it with a letter.
A little note that says...
Le chien, il nous a suivis.
She got
Elle a dit,
nervous.
hey, where's everybody going? So when you send it to someone, you have to say to them, you know, place in dark place or look at in the dark.
A card.
Okay, don't tell anybody we took you into our bathroom.
It's kind of weird.
Okay? People are going to be like, why'd you take us into the bathroom? Oh, and the garbage
everyone's
can.
loving it.
I know. Wasn't that crazy? So, yeah, that's what these pastes are all about, guys. So now you can see why we got them in and why we've been talking about them and how much we really like them.
I'm going to need to play with those.
Erin needs to play with them now. Now, I was curious about... Yeah. I was curious about them. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's fine.
About how they made it on the paper. So I'm going to try it on watercolor paper because the paper they were using looked thick. And then I'm wondering, I don't know that they would have used a palette knife. Non, il n'y avait pas, on a utilisé juste la lumière de la salle de bain. On n'a pas utilisé la lumière, on a utilisé le foncé sans lumière de la salle de bain. So look at it if I just want to spread it on paper and make my own kind of glossy paper.
Well, that's what they did in one of the cards.
I don't know.
samples.
That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to see. Without watching their videos or reading up on their post, I'm just curious if we can just make our own glossy paper like this que on peut utiliser, qui est vraiment différent. Okay? So it looks interesting to do it that way. I'm just going to put a bit of blue. I'm not going to do all the colors. Mais encore, juste pour faire un papier, they are beautiful. So, and although we didn't bundle them, I will, if I have enough, I will include maybe a little palette knife or something for anybody who buys them all, okay? Un petit cadeau comme un couteau de palette ou quelque chose comme ça, if you end up buying them all. So you can see that you can just spread them out and then make your own paper. Et après que le papier est complètement sec, vous pouvez le découper et utiliser avec vos matrices. So then when it's all dry, you can use that with your dyes. But let's see if I take a little blue on my tapis and I take a little pink on my tapis, what I end up with. All right, so let's talk about the sale because I know some of you need to go. So, 2 stamp companies. Like I said, they do sell other things, but in general, they're known as stamp companies. And what we've put on sale are their stamps. So anyone or a paper bag. Bianca's back. Okay, so now I'm putting a little bit of the pink down. And let's see if we can make our own colors. What kind of purple we're going to come up with. Oh, look at that. Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. You can blend your own colors as well. So look how pretty that is. So it is incredible what you could do, right? Look at that. I've just made a stunning purple. Voila. Ah. So let's take our third color here and put it on our paper. Oh, look at that color, guys. Look at that color. So really, really pretty. So I guess I'm not going to have time to show you the pop pigments today, but definitely wanted to show you these. So look at that. So now I've got a gorgeous paper. I just need to wait for it to dry, and then we can make die cuts with it. I can cut it into squares.
Making me want to go back to the bathroom.
Yeah? Here, go to the bathroom, Erin. Erin wants to go back to the bathroom.
But I don't have a camera.
I know, but go see first. Is it still glowing?
Jay? Whoa.
Erin says it's still glowing, guys. Even though I mixed colors, puis tout.
It's glowing like completely different colors. Did you open more colors?
No.
Or these are just, what did
Well,
you
I
use?
mixed, I didn't use the malachite. I just mixed the blue and the...
It's giving like a different effect.
All right, guys, we're going back into the bathroom. No, it's not all in Create. It's JUIN Flowers is one of them. Yes, Odette. Donc, JUIN Flowers, c'est une de les compagnies. And, okay, we're going back to the bathroom. This is the last time, guys. Erin says the colors are different.
They're not different. It's a very different effect.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Wow.
So that's what we had with the same.
That is so different. Wow.
Well, this one's on white, right?
Yeah, this one's on white.
And this one's on black, so.
Mais vraiment, vraiment différent. Wow.
Those are very cool. Okay, let's get out of here before...
Yeah, before people start to talk.
Yeah.
OK, mes amis. Donc, JUIN Flowers, c'est une des compagnies. La deuxième compagnie. Donc, il va y avoir juste deux. OK? On va avoir juste deux. Ce fois-ci, parce que normalement, c'est juillet où on fait toutes nos gros ventes puis tout ça. Et on va avoir plein de choses pour le mois de juillet. Mais juste comme ça, on a pris deux compagnies pour aujourd'hui. So, one is JUIN Flowers. The second one, I don't think anybody guessed yet. I'm going to take a quick peek. The second one is, nope, it's not all in Create, although that would have been a good idea.
Seeing any guesses?
No, I'm not seeing. All right, I will tell you then. Okay? La deuxième compagnie, and I don't usually put this company on sale. La deuxième compagnie, c'est Lavinia. What? Donc, JUIN Flower et Lavinia, il va commencer tout de suite et ça continue jusqu'à demain soir à minuit. OK? Donc, 30% sur Lavinia et JUIN Flowers. C'est les étampes. OK? C'est pas tous les produits de Lavinia, c'est les étampes. Donc, c'est pas les dinkles ni les éléments, leur pad d'encre. C'est les étampes. On a besoin de place pour tous des nouvelles choses qui vont venir. JUIN Flowers, il y a une nouvelle sortie lundi prochain. Okay?
Bianca was excited.
Yeah, well, it startled me and...
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So, until, I guess, maybe I'll come on tomorrow. We'll see. Until Wednesday, guys. I will see you back here on Wednesday. I will definitely have new stuff. We have an all-in-Create release on Friday, and then we have a bunch of releases next week. So, still lots of stuff coming, and I look forward to seeing you all here on Wednesday. And I'll have more information about Ciao Bella when that's going to arrive with their 3 new books. So I hope to have all sorts of fun stuff for you soon. So have a good one, guys, and I will see you Wednesday, 4 o'clock, right here. Même place, même poste. Je vous souhaite tous une très bonne soirée. I wish you all a very good evening. See you Wednesday. Bye, guys. Have fun shopping the sale. Bye.